biggest topics of discussion within the Dragon Ball community over the last couple of weeks was the concept of having Gogeta finally appear in Dragon Ball Super in making his grand re-entry in the Dragon Ball franchise against the seemingly unstoppable Broly. But let's just say, as a hypothetical, if this situation were to occur, where exactly would Gogeta's placement be in his attempts of conquering and defeating Broly? And I do think before we tackle the concept of Gogeta, we have to go back in looking at both Vegeta and Goku as singular characters. Both of them possess great power, especially following the Tournament of Power, with both of them now being able to access Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20 and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, one for each. Now let's set the scenario up to where Broly is able to conquer both Goku and Vegeta to the point where they require more power. The only other way that a concept like Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta could happen is if both Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20 Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta are conquered in this film. There is absolutely no logical reason at this very point in time for Goku and Vegeta to fuse unless the situation at hand is absolutely dire. We've seen that happen before with Merge Zamasu, not only in the realm of power in the fact that Merge Zamasu was stronger than both Goku and Vegeta as singular fighters, but the sheer fact during the time Merge Zamasu could not die. In thus needing the requirement of the Potara earrings, Vegeta was once again reintroduced as a combatant against Zamasu. And to connect both stances, a similar occurrence can be introduced now, except without Broly having to be immortal. We have an ever so growing Broly when it comes to feats and power, in the idea that despite how powerful Goku and Vegeta have gotten, they are incapable of comparing to Broly when it comes to raw unmitigated power. In which, when looking at the overall situation objectively, both Goku and Vegeta must be placed in a dire situation to where even their maximum powers of Kaioken times 20 and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution are not remotely close enough to compare to Broly's power. And if such, unlike what we've seen during the Tournament of Power where Goku and Vegeta were both outclassed by Jiren but did not require fusion to beat him, that would only mean that Broly, when compared to Jiren in terms of raw feats, should theoretically be even stronger, enforcing both Goku and Vegeta in reverting to that very plan, and that's using the Metamarise fusion. The Potara fusion would be a cool idea, but we also have to take into account, number one, where would they get the earrings? Number two, would any of the Kaioshins, including the Supreme Kai, even risk going to Earth during that time just to hand over the earrings to Goku and Vegeta? Remember, if the Supreme Kai dies, Beerus dies as well, so that option is out the question. And I understand a lot of people are going to have a hard time in grasping the idea that Broly is potentially going to be stronger than Jiren, but it only makes sense, especially if they're going to force the narrative of having Gogeta be introduced in the film. But let's just say if Gogeta does end up being a thing, what could we expect from the actual character? I do think that without a shadow of a doubt, if base Gogeta and Super Saiyan Gogeta are introduced in the film, Broly is going to utterly stomp base Gogeta and Super Saiyan Gogeta by a large margin. However, what if it's not Super Saiyan Gogeta? What if it's not base Gogeta? What if it's Super Saiyan Blue? Now this is where the topic of conversation begins to get very interesting, because at this given point in the movie, I do think that Gogeta Blue would be stronger than Broly. But given Broly's backstory and his infinite potential that is to be, I think that if Gogeta were to beat down Broly enough, Broly could simply come back, adapt, and even catch up to Gogeta when it comes to raw power. Even so, exceeding him over a short period of time as the fight drags on. And that's not just pulling rabbits out of a hat, that's just the way Broly is being portrayed in the movie, especially if early on Broly is inferior to Goku and Vegeta, but then later on as the movie drags on, ends up becoming a lot more powerful than both of them combined. If that's the way Broly is going to be written, then you can expect Gogeta to stomp Broly early on in the beginning until Broly improves in his adaptability and catches up and even bests Gogeta. Now, would that be something that someone would agree on in terms of their own subjective opinion? Absolutely not. But when looking at the situation objectively, there is that chance that Broly, if Gogeta is introduced, just might be stronger than him if the fight drags on. But is there anything higher than Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta if this were to happen? Of course, with Goku having to be a part of the fusion, I don't see it to where it's impossible for Gogeta to tap into Ultra Instinct Omen if the fight carries on, but at that given point, we're also talking about a much more powerful Gogeta if that were to happen. If you think Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta was tough, then just imagine the type of power that Ultra Instinct Omen Gogeta would have if that situation were to arise. Even pushing the envelope further, mastered Ultra Instinct at that point. But for Ultra Instinct to be tapped into by Gogeta, Broly is going to have to do exactly what Jiren did to Goku in the Tournament of Power, and that's decimate the fusion to the point of subconsciousness to where Gogeta could reanimate himself just as we saw with Goku in the TOP, in awakening this new power to fight against the seemingly unstoppable Broly. But then that would ultimately mean that for that to happen, Broly would have to be even stronger than Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta for him to push Gogeta that far to the point of beating him subconsciously. And we know that because when Goku tapped into Ultra Instinct and was fighting, he was fighting at a subconscious level. He wasn't aware of what he was doing, hence why towards the end of Dragon Ball Super, he couldn't fully explain to Vegeta how to activate Ultra Instinct because he just didn't know. It just simply happened within the moment. But even then, if somehow Gogeta is able to activate Mastered Ultra Instinct, I think from there, the fight is over. There is no conceivable way that I could ever see Broly even being remotely close to Gogeta's level at that point to even giving him a chance to win. Unlike Jiren, I don't see Broly even coming close enough to touch Gogeta if that were to happen. However, Super Saiyan Blue is different, because if Broly is proven to be inferior to Goku and Vegeta in the beginning, but ultimately catches up to their blue forms, I don't see it to where if Gogeta is superior in the beginning, Broly doesn't simply come back and overwhelming him in power. And after all, Broly is supposed to be listed as a ever so rapidly growing fighter. And so by the end, whether or not we get Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, Ultra Instinct Goku, Ultra Instinct Gogeta, this movie is bound to provide lots of fan service for the audience, especially with concepts and ideas that they've been looking forward to. But in the end, myself and the entire community would like to know what you guys have to say down in the comment section below. What are the odds of Gogeta appearing in this upcoming movie? And if Gogeta does end up appearing, is Super Saiyan Blue the only form that we're going to see? Or is it even possible for Gogeta to get pushed far enough in tapping into Ultra Instinct during the course of this battle? Let us know what you all think in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody. Once more, if you guys are new to this channel, consider punching that subscribe button and enabling all notifications to never miss a single upload. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to go on ahead and slap a like down below. We are going to have a like goal of 1,000 likes, so make sure you guys go on ahead and slap a like down below if you guys want to see Gogeta in the film. Tune back in for more. If you guys have missed out any previous Dragon Ball video, be sure to go on ahead and check them out, and we'll be seeing you all down in the comment section below. Have a great day, everybody. Peace.
This is the legendary Super Saiyan. Before I destroy you, I'm going to need you to subscribe to UnrealEntGaming and turn on notifications to never miss a single upload. Also, follow UnrealEntGaming on these social media platforms. And if you don't, I'll destroy you along with your entire planet.
What, Broly?
Frieza.
Uh-oh.
Prepare to die!